Where are you from? That's how most conversations start out here in the Middle East. Now for me it's a very simple one-word answer. To be fair, the minute I open my mouth, most people can actually guess, but I'm guessing that question will be a little bit more complicated for my two sons who, although the passport does say British, it also says born in Abu Dhabi, the only place that they're more than likely to know for quite a few years. A friend of mine is Greek. He went to study in London and there he met a girl. She was French. They fell in love, they decided to make roots in the UK, they bought a home and they had two sons. Both of the sons were born with British citizenship and British passports. Before their youngest was able to speak, they moved to Saudi Arabia, where they now call home. Where are his boys from? The dad's Greek, the mum's French. The passports say British, a place where they've got no family. They do not know a single person in the UK. If this sounds like you, or you can relate to this, you're known as a third culture kid, a phrase I only recently heard. Children who were brought up in a culture other than that of their parents. These are the kids who flew before they could walk, who don't have a clear accent, and this can sometimes cause additional anxiety and stress because they don't have a sense of belonging. I want my boys to know who the family are, who are all in the UK. I also want them to feel like they belong, which may be quite difficult living in the Middle East, a place where there will always be foreigners. Now look, don't get me wrong, I'm not sat here playing a tiny violin. We have an amazing life, and so will my sons. They'll meet people I never got to meet growing up. They'll experience different cultures. They'll experience different things I never did growing up in a blue-collar northern city. But they'll also lose a lot of friends. I went to school with a lot of the same people from being 5-year-old up to being 16. To be fair, my parents went to school with the parents of quite a few of the kids that I went to school with. How do I explain to my 5-year-old kids that statistically their close circle of friends are going to drift out of their life within the next 3 to 5 years? And chances are you'll never see them again. Most of the people they become attached to will fade out of their lives at some point. When we're on Skype to my mum and dad and they want to give Nanny and Grandad the picture that they drew for them at school, how do I explain to them that they've got to wait another 8 weeks, which for a kid is a lifetime? And how are they going to react when we say goodbye at the airport? I know this is something I really struggled with when I first became an expat, and I was 23-year-old, but it then got better, but it's suddenly got a lot worse again since we've had the boys, and seeing the hurt in my mum's eyes when we're waving them off at the airport was heartbreaking, and it's only ever going to get worse when the boys get old enough to also get upset, as at the minute they're 9-month-old, they ain't got a clue what's going off. When we go home in summer and Christmas and my sons are playing with their cousins, with my cousins' kids, with my mates' kids, they're going to sound different, they're going to be different. Where will they call home? Please comment if you've got any advice or feedback regarding this, or if you've had children that have been in this situation. You may even be a third culture kid yourself. I'd love to hear people's experiences. I'm Joe Woodhouse, this is Family Wealth 101, and we'll see you tomorrow.